So someone with cancer, what would be the best breakfast for them? With the cancer, we usually advocate 6 weeks no fruit. So what would be their breakfast if there's going to be no fruit? We want to get the glucose levels down even lower. So maybe just half a cup of some of the grains we just looked at. Maybe rice. So will we put buckwheat or rice? And we can have some green.
Welcome to today's eye-opening discussion on cancer prevention with Barbara O'Neill, a world-renowned health expert who has transformed countless lives through her teachings. Today, we're diving into the shocking truth about grains and their role in cancer prevention. You might be surprised to learn how these common foods can play a significant part in your health journey. Barbara will reveal why grains are more than just a nutritious addition to your diet. They could be a powerful ally in the fight against cancer. First, let's understand why grains are such a crucial component of a cancer-preventive diet. Grains, including buckwheat, millet, brown rice, and quinoa, are packed with essential nutrients and compounds that support overall health. According to Barbara O'Neill, these foods are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and phytochemicals, which have been shown to protect cells from damage, reduce inflammation, and promote healthy digestion. Not only do these grains help regulate blood sugar levels and reduce the risk of obesity, a key factor in cancer development, but they also contain compounds that may inhibit the growth of cancer cells. According to the World Health Organization, it is beneficial to choose whole grains such as unprocessed maize, millet, oats, wheat, and brown rice whenever possible. These grains are high in valuable fiber, which not only aids digestion, but also helps keep you feeling full for a longer period, supporting overall health and well-being.
Did you know that Vladimir Putin, the Russian's president, he's passed a law that any Russian who grows or sells genetically modified foods is to be considered a terrorist. Whew. He's even giving land away to Russians who will grow food organically, non-GMO. You put his name and GMO in Google that and you'll read the spiel. He says, "We Russians look across at the West, over-vaccinated, over-medicated, overfed, sitting in front of boxes every night in their lounge rooms, eating food that has no nutrients," he said, "and we know it's weakening the West." Is he right? Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah. Unfortunately, Monsanto is so powerful and so wealthy and so big, they win every court case where Australians want GMO to be labelled on the products. Happens in America too, it's unfortunate. So how do you know? Well, you don't, unless you buy organic. You see, if an organic farmer uses genetically modified seed, they lose their organic status. So grow as much as you can yourself. And the more Aussies that buy organic, the more organic will be available. One organic tomato will give you 9 times the iron of a conventionally grown tomato. So you get much more value for your money, even though organic is more expensive. Genetically modified food happens when the DNA of 2 different species are spliced together to create, for instance, DNA of the tomato with the DNA of an Atlantic salmon, hoping to create a tomato that grows in the snow, but actually it doesn't grow in the snow. And it has 5 centres instead of 1, and there's all these strange things happening, and when the person eats that tomato, it breaks down to molecules that your body cannot recognise and has the ability to damage your DNA.
Now let's take a closer look at each grain and their cancer-fighting benefits. Disclaimer: the information provided in this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Do not disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you have read or seen in this video. Brown rice.
Is white rice good for you? White rice has been eaten for a long, long time. It is not as superior as brown rice. Brown rice contains a lot more nutrients. It contains the B vitamins. It also has fibre, and our gastrointestinal tract needs to be swept every day, and the fibre helps with that. Some people say to me, I don't like brown rice, it's too chewy, it's too hard. Well, that tells me that it hasn't been cooked enough. I was speaking with a Dr. Agatha Thrash. She has passed now, but she made quite a stamp on the health work. She's done a mighty work in her time. And she told me this story. She said that when she did post-mortems, she noticed a lot of people had little tiny scars all through their brain. And then she read a statement from a famous health writer that said grains should receive long, slow cooking. And so she cooked rice, and after half an hour she tested it, and she said there are a lot of starch granules still there. And she said the starch granule was about 6 times the size of a red blood cell. She tested the rice after 3/4 of an hour, same thing, a few less. After an hour, a few less. I think it was something like an hour and a half before there were no starch granules left in the rice, in any grain she tested. And she came to the conclusion that these many little scars that she would see in her post-mortems were because people are eating grains that are not cooked enough. So when you cook rice, whether it be white, whether it be brown, maybe it's in a rice cooker, turn the rice cooker off, but don't open the rice cooker for another hour. And being in the rice cooker, it will be hot and it will continue to cook. The reason why many people don't like brown rice is because it's chewy. Well, it hasn't been cooked enough. If it was cooked as long as it should be cooked, it would be soft, just as soft as the white rice. To get your family used to brown rice, maybe you can do half white and half brown. Even white rice, it needs that extra long period of time so that it's soft. If you were to boil it for that amount of time, it would be very sticky or gluey. So it's a good idea to cook it and then turn it off and just let it slowly keep cooking. But white rice is actually very good for people with irritable bowel, Crohn's disease, colitis, because it's a very low allergy food. And when someone has these diseases, inflammation of the gastrointestinal tract, they need something very smooth and soft. So white rice can be used sometimes. Better to use wholemeal rice. White rice can be used if you have irritation of the gut.
Brown rice is more than just a healthier alternative to white rice. It's a powerhouse in cancer prevention and fat burning. Barbara O'Neill emphasizes that brown rice, with its outer bran layer intact, is a rich source of fiber, antioxidants, and essential nutrients. The high fiber content in brown rice promotes healthy digestion, which plays a key role in cancer prevention, particularly in the colon. By keeping the digestive system running smoothly, brown rice helps to reduce the risk of colorectal cancer. Fiber also helps regulate blood sugar levels, preventing insulin spikes that can contribute to both cancer and fat gain. Brown rice also plays a role in detoxifying the body, removing harmful toxins, and creating a less hospitable environment for cancer cells. According to Barbara, freshly cooked brown rice is antifungal when eaten immediately, adding another layer of protection against cancer-causing pathogens. Its antioxidants, like selenium, help combat oxidative stress and inflammation, 2 major contributors to cancer development.
There are 2 foods that commonly grow mold. One is peanuts and one is cooked rice. In 1921, Japan passed the Rice Act. You see, there was an epidemic of cardiac beriberi, which is a heart condition, all through Asia. And so the Japanese government passed the Rice Act in 1921, putting stringent rules on the storing of cooked rice because they found mold waste or mycotoxin was directly affecting the heart. We should eat rice fresh every day. You want to make sushi? Cook the rice in the morning, make sushi for lunch. Some say, what if you put it in the fridge? You can cook it in the morning and put it in the fridge and maybe eat it in the afternoon, and maybe you can cook the rice at night, refrigerate it and have it the next morning, but you never let it go more than 24 hours. It can grow a mold and we can't even see it. I had a lady do our program who was a pathologist. She said, when I was at uni studying pathology, there were 2 things that always tested positive for mold. She said it was peanuts and cooked rice.
According to a review in Biomed Research International, brown rice and its byproducts like rice bran and rice germ, can help prevent cancer. They reduce inflammation in the body, which is linked to cancer, by lowering a gene called COX2 that causes inflammation. Brown rice also contains helpful compounds that can stop cancer cell growth and reduce tumors, especially in the colon. Studies in animals have shown that diets with brown rice lead to fewer tumors. These benefits come from brown rice triggering the natural death of cancer cells and affecting important processes in the body. Since brown rice is widely available and affordable, adding it to our diets could be an easy way to help prevent cancer and improve overall health. Barbara advises incorporating brown rice into your diet as a base for meals like stir-fries or grain bowls. By eating brown rice regularly, you can enjoy its cancer-fighting and fat-burning benefits while nourishing your body. Millet.
Lima beans and lentils and soy are the three alkaline-forming legumes. For your grains, the millet is alkaline. We had millet this morning. It's a delicious grain, isn't it? I'm sure you can understand when I said it needs to be dressed. It's basically a bland grain, but it's very nice with the stewed apple and the pear cream and the sprinkles on top. Or it's also very nice if you have it with savoury, your lentils. Quinoa. I think we'll be having quinoa at another breakfast time. These are alkaline grains, but they're also gluten-free grains, so that's made them very popular. Amaranth. Amaranth is a grain that's not very well known. I think the Aztecs, traditionally they've eaten the quinoa and the amaranth. It's a very tiny grain, and when you cook it, it goes like a lump of glue. But what I often do when my grandsons are with us, because they like a porridge, I'll put a little amaranth with the millet, or I'll put a little amaranth with the quinoa, or if they have oats, I'll put a little amaranth with the oats. So that's quite nice. Spelt. Spelt and kamut are wild hybrids of the original wheat. So let me give you the wheat story. The original wheat that God made is called Enkenhorn, or some call it just Enkhorn. And that original wheat had a very fragile protein or gluten structure. It is not sure when, but they estimate a couple of 1,000 years ago, Enkenhorn did a wild hybrid with a field grass and came up with the Emma strain of wheat. Its structure, its protein or gluten structure is not as fragile, but it's still fairly fragile. And in the 1950s, it was the Emma strain of wheat that was put through intensive crossbreeding, and it came up with the hybridized wheat that we know today. That hybridization of the wheat created an incredibly complex gluten or protein structure. Yesterday we looked at the starch that was changed, but today we're looking at how the hybridization process changed the gluten or the protein structure, and it's almost only a cast iron gut that can break down that very complex protein or gluten structure. That explains why so many people are gluten intolerant today. You look at the timeline. So it was the 1950s that the wheat was hybridized. It was the 1970s that it went worldwide. So by the 1990s, every pasta, every pizza, every biscuit, cake, cookie, donut, cereal, bread, it's all made out of the hybridized wheat. You see, the farmers love it, and I don't blame them for loving it because they get 6 times more grain per acre. Who wouldn't like that? They've got to pay their bills. But as I mentioned yesterday, it was zoomed through to help with the starvation crisis in the world, and safety studies were never done. This explains the gluten intolerance that we see today. The 2 most common symptoms of a gluten intolerance is brain fog and bloating. I meet so many people that have brain fog and bloating, and they almost think it's normal, or it can be blamed on age. Poor old age gets blamed for so many things. Isn't that true? Now this Emma wheat it also did a wild hybrid to come up with a field grass and came up with the spelt. So the spelt, it has retained the fairly fragile structure, and if that spelt meal is made into a sourdough bread, the culturing process in the sourdough bread breaks down that protein or gluten structure even more so that it now has the original structure of the Enkenhorn. If someone is celiac, they cannot have even the spelt. But if someone's gluten intolerant or gluten sensitive, they can usually handle the spelt, especially if it's made into a sourdough bread.
Millet is often overlooked, but is a nutritional powerhouse when it comes to cancer prevention and weight management. This ancient grain is highly recommended by Barbara O'Neill for its impressive nutrient profile. The American Institute for Cancer Research recommends incorporating millet into your diet as part of a cancer preventive lifestyle. Millet is gluten-free, rich in fiber, and packed with antioxidants such as flavonoids, which help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. These antioxidants play a crucial role in neutralizing free radicals, thus reducing the risk of cellular damage that can lead to cancer. Millet's low glycemic index means it won't spike blood sugar levels, which is vital since high blood sugar feeds cancer cells. Barbara O'Neill also stresses the importance of keeping glucose levels low in a cancer-conquering diet, as cancer cells thrive on sugar. Millet is rich in magnesium, which supports energy levels and fat metabolism, helping you burn fat more efficiently. Barbara suggests including millet in your diet as a porridge for breakfast, or using it as a base for grain salads.
What about grains? Millet. You tasted millet for breakfast. It's a delicious grain, isn't it? I think it's one of my favourites. It's a light, sweet grain. Millet is a little different to other grains. Instead of 2 cups of water to 1 cup of grain, you've got to do 3 cups of water to 1 cup of grain when you cook the millet. And always buy hulled millet. If you buy millet with its hull on, you can cook it for 2 weeks and it'll still be crunchy. Some people don't mind it, but if someone's got some colon problems, it might irritate a little.
Incorporating millet into your meals can support cancer prevention, while also helping you maintain a healthy weight. Buckwheat.
Buckwheat? It's interesting that your alkaline grains are all your gluten-free grains. The Russians and the Polish love their buckwheat. A lot of Aussies don't because it's a little bit strong, but a very nice way to get used to buckwheat is to buy buckwheat pancake mix from your health food shop. Makes a nice pancake. Now, if that hybridized wheat was made into a sourdough bread, because of the culturing process, it breaks down the gluten structure to make it a little bit more fragile. And if spelt is made into sourdough bread, it can bring it back to that original structure of the Enkenhorn wheat. Now, if someone eats wheat and they have an intolerance to it, do you know it can get that blood pressure up? So blood pressure can be caused by wheat. So how do you know what you are? I've got a challenge for you. Stop it for 2 months, see what happens. Well, what will we eat? Well, you can buy some very nice spelt and kamut breads in New Zealand. Go to your health food shop. You can buy gluten-free pastas. You can buy gluten-free cereals. But as you saw in my lecture last night, and by what I explained before the break, the 3 main essential food groups are your fibre, your protein, and your fats. What we need to do is get the carbohydrate part of our diet down, down, down. So what do we eat? Well, I'll tell you what I ate today. For breakfast, I had some New Season apple, I had some nectarine, I had some almonds, I had a gluten-free bread that had been bought that had buckwheat and some very nice grains in it. I had olive oil on that, I had avocado on top of that, and I had black-eyed beans on that. Very high in fibre, everything had fibre, generous amounts of protein and some healthy fats. And then I'm not hungry again. I think we ate at 8 o'clock today, and I think we had lunch at 2:30. something like that. You're not hungry to learn. Fantastic, because those foods keep the body going. They slowly release the nutrients.
Despite its name, buckwheat is not related to wheat and is naturally gluten-free, making it an excellent choice for those looking to reduce inflammation and fight cancer.
Why are so many people gluten intolerant? I would say 75 to 80% of guests that come here are either sensitive to gluten, gluten intolerant, or the severe sign is celiac. Why is that? There are 4 reasons. One is babies are being fed starch too young. Strange things are happening today. People are feeding babies food and human beings, adults, are drinking milk. Isn't that strange? We don't think it is because we're so used to it. It's only the last 100 years that babies are being fed food. Now, when I was a young mother, I didn't like the way mothering happened. I didn't like that you had to buy all these contraptions and all these special foods and formulas. So I decided that I would make island women and African women in villages my mentors. And I was going to mother like they did. I slept with my babies, I breastfed my babies, I carried my babies in slings until they could walk, and I didn't feed them. And I didn't feed them because they didn't have teeth, because that defied reason to me. I thought babies should not eat until they can sit, till they can get the food, until they have something in their mouth to chew it. Does that make sense? You know, there's been a death, no one attended the funeral because no one knew he'd died. It was the death of common sense. Isn't that right? We may not be doctors, but we have common sense. So that's what I did. My babies had lots of wet nappies, they were happy, they were well padded. I thought, they are not giving me any sign that they need any more.
Barbara O'Neill highlights buckwheat's unique nutrient profile, which includes high levels of fiber, plant-based protein, and powerful antioxidants such as rutin. Rutin is a flavonoid that has been shown to reduce oxidative stress and lower the risk of cancer by protecting cells from damage. Buckwheat also supports detoxification, helping the body eliminate toxins that can contribute to cancer. In a cancer-conquering diet, reducing toxin exposure and improving the body's ability to detoxify is critical. Additionally, the protein in buckwheat helps you feel fuller for longer, reducing the likelihood of overeating. According to a review in Molecules, tartary buckwheat is packed with beneficial compounds like rutin and quercetin, which may help fight cancer. The study found that extracts from tartary buckwheat seeds can significantly reduce the growth of human gastric cancer cells in lab tests. These compounds work by triggering a process that leads to the death of cancer cells, suggesting that tartary buckwheat could be a valuable food for cancer prevention and health improvement. Barbara recommends using buckwheat as a flour alternative for pancakes or baking, or simply cooking it as a grain for salads and side dishes. Its slightly nutty flavor makes it a delicious and nutritious option for various meals. By including buckwheat in your diet, you'll not only be reducing your cancer risk, but also supporting your body's ability to burn fat. Quinoa.
Quinoa. This is a grain Aussies are just beginning to become familiar with. It's spelt quinoa, but it's pronounced quinoa. The Aztecs love their quinoa. Aussies are starting to get familiar with it because it's a gluten-free grain.
Quinoa is often called a super grain for good reason. Barbara O'Neill praises quinoa for its exceptional nutritional value and cancer-fighting properties. According to the American Institute for Cancer Research, quinoa is one of the whole grains that may provide additional cancer preventive benefits beyond refined grains. Emerging research suggests that whole grains like quinoa, which are rich in dietary fiber and nutrients, can help reduce the risk of colorectal cancer. This is based on strong evidence that links higher consumption of whole grains to a decreased cancer risk, particularly due to their fiber content and other beneficial compounds. Quinoa is a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids, which are crucial for maintaining muscle mass and supporting immune function. This is especially important in cancer prevention, as a strong immune system can better detect and destroy abnormal cells before they develop into cancer. Quinoa's fiber content aids in digestion and helps remove toxins from the body, an essential component of a cancer-conquering diet. Quinoa's low glycemic index also makes it an ideal choice for managing blood sugar, an important factor in starving cancer cells of their favorite fuel, glucose. Its antioxidant profile, which includes quercetin and camphorol, helps neutralize free radicals and reduce inflammation. To incorporate quinoa into your diet, Barbara O'Neill recommends a heart-healthy quinoa salad. To make the salad, combine the cooked quinoa, spinach, almonds, feta, and pomegranate seeds in a large bowl. In a small bowl, whisk together lemon juice, olive oil, salt, and pepper to create a simple, flavorful dressing. Drizzle the dressing over the salad and gently toss everything to ensure even coating. This nutritious salad can be enjoyed as a main dish for lunch or dinner, providing a delicious way to incorporate quinoa into your daily routine while boosting heart health and overall wellness.
Cancer loves acid. Cancer also loves no oxygen. The other thing cancer loves is sugar.
This video focuses on what environments promote cancer cells, including how the body being acidic may help create an environment favorable for cancer cells. She will teach why foods that help the body become slightly more alkaline may help to protect against cancer. Specifically, there are 7 foods that are easily accessible and help the body to maintain health.
And so when people come to us wanting help to conquer cancer, you see what we do? We suggest a diet that's highly alkalizing. We suggest ways to oxygenate the body. And we also greatly eliminate the glucose, the sugars going into the body.
Dr. O'Neill underscores the critical importance of maintaining our body's pH balance for overall health and disease prevention. The pH balance, which measures how acidic or alkaline our body is, plays a pivotal role in various bodily functions and can significantly impact our risk of developing diseases, including cancer. When our body becomes too acidic, it creates an environment that can be conducive to the growth and proliferation of cancer cells. High acidity levels can result from a diet rich in processed foods, sugary snacks, and beverages, which can disrupt the body's natural pH balance. Dr. O'Neill points out that an acidic internal environment not only favors cancer cell growth, but can also lead to a host of other health issues, such as inflammation and weakened immune function. To counteract this, Dr. O'Neill advocates for the consumption of more alkaline foods. Alkaline foods, such as fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, help neutralize excess acidity in the body, promoting a healthier pH level. She emphasizes that maintaining a slightly alkaline pH level in our cells, ideally around 6.5, is crucial for optimal health. This balance not only supports the body's natural defenses against cancer, but also enhances overall well-being. Moreover, keeping our body's pH in check prevents the body from leaching calcium from our bones to combat acidity, a process that can lead to weakened bones and conditions like osteoporosis. By incorporating alkaline-rich foods into our diet and reducing our intake of acidic foods, we can protect our bones and support long-term skeletal health. So what are the snacks that Dr. O'Neill says will kill cancer and beat disease? 1. Legumes.
Lima beans and lentils and soy are the 3 alkaline-forming legumes.
Dr. Barbara O'Neill emphasizes the incredible health benefits of legumes, including lentils, chickpeas, red kidney beans, and soybeans. These plant-based proteins are packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that support overall health. Legumes are particularly beneficial in a cancer-preventive diet because they help starve cancer cells of their favorite food, glucose. Cancer cells thrive on glucose, using it as their primary energy source to grow and multiply. Unlike normal cells, which can switch to using fats or proteins for energy, cancer cells are highly dependent on glucose. Legumes, with their low glycemic index, release glucose slowly into the bloodstream, helping to keep blood sugar levels stable and reducing the availability of glucose for cancer cells. Additionally, legumes are rich in fiber, which aids digestion and helps maintain a healthy gut. A healthy gut is crucial for a strong immune system, as it helps the body to better absorb nutrients and eliminate toxins. Fiber also supports weight management by promoting a feeling of fullness, which can help prevent obesity, a known risk factor for cancer. The high protein content in legumes supports muscle growth and repair, while iron is essential for transporting oxygen in the blood and preventing anemia. Folate in legumes is vital for DNA synthesis and repair, making it essential for cell growth and division. Furthermore, legumes provide magnesium and potassium, which are important for muscle function, heart health, and maintaining normal blood pressure. To reap these benefits, it is recommended to consume about 1 to 1.5 cups of cooked legumes daily as part of a balanced diet. Incorporating legumes into your diet not only provides these essential nutrients, but also helps create an environment in your body that is less favorable for cancer cell growth, further supporting your body's natural defenses against cancer. Please like and subscribe if you found this information helpful. 2. Green leafy vegetables.
Dark green leafy vegetables are also alkaline forming. Dark green leafy vegetables we should be eating every day. That's your kale, that's your parsley, that's your, what you call them, collard greens. But we do have spinach and silver beet, kale. We should be eating something from the dark green family of vegetables every single day.
Green leafy vegetables, such as kale, spinach, and celery, are high in anti-cancer properties and are essential for maintaining an alkaline environment in the body. Dr. O'Neill points out that these vegetables can be eaten raw or lightly steamed to preserve their nutritional value. They are rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that boost the immune system and help the body detoxify harmful substances. Antioxidants in green leafy vegetables neutralize free radicals, which can damage cells and lead to cancer. Vitamins like A, C, and K, along with folate, support various bodily functions, including immune response and DNA repair, both critical in cancer prevention. Minerals such as iron, calcium, and magnesium contribute to overall health, ensuring that the body's systems function optimally. Fresh herbs like basil, coriander, oregano, rosemary, and parsley not only enhance the flavor of your meals but also support digestion and provide additional anti-cancer benefits. These herbs contain compounds that help reduce inflammation and protect cells from damage. Incorporating a variety of green leafy vegetables and fresh herbs into your daily diet can significantly enhance your body's ability to fight off cancer and maintain overall health. For optimal benefits, aim to include at least 2 to 3 cups of green leafy vegetables in your meals each day. This not only helps maintain an alkaline environment in the body, which is less conducive to cancer growth, but also ensures a robust intake of vital nutrients necessary for detoxification and immune support. 3. Brassica vegetables. Brassica vegetables like cabbage, kale, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and cauliflower are well known for their cancer-fighting abilities. Dr. O'Neill suggests lightly steaming these vegetables instead of eating them raw because raw brassicas can sometimes interfere with thyroid function. These vegetables contain special compounds called glucosinolates that help detoxify the body and get rid of harmful substances, including carcinogens, which are things that can cause cancer. When you eat brassicas, these glucosinolates turn into active compounds that help prevent cancer in various parts of the body. Moreover, brassica vegetables help the liver produce detoxifying enzymes, which are crucial for breaking down and removing toxins from the body, further lowering the risk of cancer. These vegetables are also full of important vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which are essential for overall health and a strong immune system. To get the most health benefits, aim to eat about 1 to 2 cups of brassica vegetables each day. By including these powerful veggies in your diet, you can help your body stay healthy and fight off cancer. 4. Root vegetables.
What should be on the bottom rung of the triangle? Vegetables. There's no limit on the vegetables. So what are the most alkaline foods? Your vegetables.
Root vegetables such as sweet potatoes, carrots, beets, and turnips are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Dr. O'Neill highlights their role in maintaining a healthy pH balance in the body. These vegetables provide essential nutrients that support cellular health and prevent the acidic environment that cancer cells thrive in. For example, carrots are rich in beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that protects cells from damage and supports the immune system. Sweet potatoes are loaded with vitamins A and C, which are crucial for immune function and skin health. Beets are known for their high levels of nitrates, which improve blood flow and lower blood pressure, while also containing betalains, which have anti-inflammatory and detoxifying properties. Turnips offer a good dose of vitamin C and fiber, aiding digestion and boosting the immune system. Including a variety of root vegetables in your diet can help maintain a balanced pH in your body, protect cells from damage, and support overall health, reducing the risk of cancer. Aim to eat about 1 to 2 cups of root vegetables daily to reap their full benefits. 5. Fresh nuts and seeds.
Coming back to our alkaline-forming foods, the 2 nuts are your almond and Brazil, and all your seeds have an alkaline effect.
Nuts and seeds, including almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds, are excellent sources of healthy fats, protein, and fiber. Dr. O'Neill emphasizes the importance of consuming raw nuts and seeds to maximize their nutritional benefits. These snacks are high in omega-3 fatty acids and other essential nutrients that support brain health, reduce inflammation, and promote a healthy immune response. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in high amounts in walnuts and flax seeds, are crucial for maintaining brain function and reducing the risk of neurodegenerative diseases. The healthy fats in nuts and seeds help to lower bad cholesterol levels and improve heart health. Additionally, the protein in nuts and seeds is important for muscle repair and growth, while the fiber aids in digestion and helps keep you full longer, which can assist in weight management. The antioxidants present in these foods help protect cells from damage and reduce the risk of chronic diseases, including cancer. For example, almonds are rich in vitamin E, which acts as a powerful antioxidant, while pumpkin seeds contain high levels of magnesium, important for many bodily functions. Incorporating a handful of nuts and seeds into your daily diet can provide sustained energy throughout the day and significantly contribute to cancer prevention by maintaining a healthy immune system and reducing inflammation. Aim to eat about 1 ounce, a small handful, of mixed raw nuts and seeds each day to enjoy their full health benefits. 6. Healthy oils.
When you cook the tomato with an oil, and I think you'll agree with me, olive oil and tomatoes go very nice. They almost hand in hand together. And you look at Lebanese food, Italian food, there's a lot of tomato and olive oil cooking. When it's cooked with an oil, it releases a plant chemical called lycopene. Lycopene is from the fat-soluble family, and that's another reason why we should be eating a little oil with our meals, because it helps release the fat-soluble vitamins.
Dr. O'Neill recommends incorporating healthy oils, such as olive oil, coconut oil, and flax oil, into your diet. These oils are rich in essential fatty acids that support cellular health and help maintain an alkaline environment in the body. Olive oil, for instance, contains oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat known for its anti-inflammatory properties and ability to protect against various types of cancer. Studies have shown that oleic acid can inhibit the growth of cancer cells and reduce inflammation, making it a powerful component of a cancer-preventive diet. Coconut oil is another excellent choice due to its unique combination of fatty acids, including lauric acid, which has antimicrobial properties that help fight off harmful pathogens. This oil also has anti-inflammatory effects, which can reduce the risk of chronic diseases and support overall health. Flax oil is particularly high in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain health, reducing inflammation, and promoting a healthy immune response.
The flax, I think it's a great idea to have it on a daily basis because it's an excellent source. In fact, it's the highest vegetable source of your omega-3s, and your omega-3 is your brain omega, and it also gives a lovely integrity to cell wall. The body uses it for many functions.
Omega-3s have been shown to slow the growth of cancer cells and improve the effectiveness of certain cancer treatments. Incorporating these healthy oils into your daily diet can be as simple as using olive oil in your salad dressings, cooking with coconut oil, or adding flax oil to smoothies and other dishes. By doing so, you provide your body with the necessary fats to maintain cellular health, reduce inflammation, and create an environment that is less conducive to cancer development. Aim to include a variety of these oils in your meals each day to reap their full health benefits and support a cancer-preventive lifestyle. 7. Avocado.
What did we have for lunch? Well, we got some magnificent fresh corn, so we all had a big cob of corn each. We had a big salad with avocado. We made a guacamole, mashed up the avocado with some oil and salt and lemon juice. And then we had baked sweet potato, you call it kumara. And then I blended up cashews to a milk with garlic and salt. And then I cooked broccoli in that, and I'd already cooked some chickpeas, which I'd rinsed well and put into that.
Avocado is a nutrient-dense fruit that provides a wealth of health benefits. Dr. O'Neill notes that avocados are rich in healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals that support overall health. They are particularly beneficial for maintaining a healthy pH balance in the body, which is crucial for preventing an environment where cancer cells can thrive. The monounsaturated fats in avocados help reduce inflammation and support heart health by lowering bad cholesterol levels and increasing good cholesterol. This reduction in inflammation is essential because chronic inflammation can lead to various diseases, including cancer. Additionally, avocados are packed with fiber, which aids in digestion and helps maintain a healthy gut. A healthy digestive system is vital for the proper absorption of nutrients and the elimination of toxins, both of which contribute to overall health and cancer prevention. The high fiber content also helps regulate blood sugar levels, which can be beneficial for weight management and reducing the risk of diabetes, another risk factor for cancer. Moreover, avocados are rich in vitamins such as vitamin E, which acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting cells from damage caused by free radicals. They also contain potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure, and folate, which is crucial for DNA repair and synthesis. By incorporating avocados into your diet, you can provide your body with these essential nutrients, keeping it strong and resilient against cancer. Aim to include avocados in your meals a few times a week, whether in salads, smoothies, or as a topping for toast, to take full advantage of their health benefits. Here's a healthy plant-based avocado recipe that's both delicious and nutritious. This avocado and chickpea salad combines the creamy richness of avocado with the satisfying texture of chickpeas, making it a perfect dish for a light meal or side. Start by dicing one ripe avocado and draining and rinsing a can of chickpeas. In a large bowl, combine the avocado and chickpeas with 1 cup of halved cherry tomatoes, 1 diced cucumber, and a finely chopped quarter of a red onion. Add a 1/4 cup each of chopped fresh parsley and cilantro for a burst of fresh flavor. For the dressing, whisk together 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon each of lemon and lime juice, and a minced garlic clove. Season with salt and pepper to taste. Pour the dressing over the salad and gently toss to combine, ensuring all the ingredients are well coated. This salad can be served immediately and is best enjoyed fresh. Nutritionally, this dish is a powerhouse. Avocado provides healthy monounsaturated fats, fiber, vitamins, and minerals that support heart health and digestion. Chickpeas offer plant-based protein and essential nutrients like iron and folate. Cherry tomatoes add antioxidants, including lycopene, which may protect against cancer. Cucumber contributes hydration and low-calorie vitamins and minerals, while red onion brings antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. Fresh herbs like parsley and cilantro not only enhance flavor, but also add additional antioxidants and vitamins. This avocado and chickpea salad is a delicious way to incorporate a variety of nutrient-dense, plant-based ingredients into your diet, supporting overall health and well-being.
There is another herb that you can take on the inside to get inflammation down, and that's turmeric. Turmeric's a very powerful herb internally to get the inflammation down. A lot of people say to me, I eat garlic all the time, and that's great. I think we all eat garlic all the time. But if you want to use it as an antibiotic, 4 raw cloves a day. Well, if you don't have a feeble stomach and you keep combining the fruits and vegetables, it soon will be feeble. Why? Why? Let me tell you why.
We're diving into the shocking truth about 4 anti-inflammatory foods and their role in cancer prevention. You might be surprised to learn how these common foods can play a significant part in your health journey. Barbara will reveal why these foods are more than just a nutritious addition to your diet. They could be a powerful ally in the fight against cancer. First, let's understand why anti-inflammatory foods are such a crucial component of a cancer-preventive diet. Foods like turmeric, ginger, green leafy vegetables, and garlic are packed with essential nutrients and compounds that support overall health. According to Barbara O'Neill, these foods are rich in antioxidants, phytochemicals, and anti-inflammatory agents, which have been shown to protect cells from damage, reduce chronic inflammation, and promote healthy digestion. Not only do these anti-inflammatory foods help regulate blood sugar levels and reduce the risk of obesity, a key factor in cancer development, but they also contain compounds that may inhibit the growth of cancer cells. According to the World Health Organization, including a variety of these nutrient-dense foods in your daily diet can significantly reduce inflammation, support digestion, and help maintain a healthy weight, all of which are vital for overall health and well-being. Now let's take a closer look at each food and their cancer-fighting benefits. Disclaimer: the information provided in this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Do not disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you have read or seen in this video. Ginger.
So you can use ginger internally and you can use it externally. So first of all, we'll look at it internally. Internally, you can grate it on this little fine grater, probably about a teaspoon, and you pour a cup of boiling water on it. Let it just sit for about 10 minutes and strain it, and there's your ginger tea. So that hot ginger tea can be used to warm someone up. It can be used for someone's got a cold, sore throat. It also can be used for anyone that's got an upset stomach. So it's an anti-nausea herb. So it's not only a heaty herb, but it's an anti-nausea herb. If you buy seasickness or car sickness tablets, you'll find they're just compressed ginger. So anyone who's got a bit of nausea, so maybe if someone's pregnant, they can suck on those car sickness, or they can put a lump of ginger in their mouth and just give that a little suck over a while, or they can have the ginger tea.
First on our list is ginger, a potent anti-inflammatory root that Barbara O'Neill highly recommends for its cancer-fighting properties. Ginger has long been used for its medicinal benefits, and its ability to reduce inflammation is key in preventing chronic diseases, including cancer. The active compound in ginger, called gingerol, has been shown to inhibit the growth of cancer cells while also enhancing the body's natural fat-burning processes. Ginger's anti-inflammatory effects work by blocking certain enzymes and pathways that lead to chronic inflammation, a known contributor to cancer progression.
Now we're going to look at what's for ginger inflammation. I've just given my right-hand lady the sign and she's bringing ginger. Unfortunately, we used up all the ginger in your juices. So we're using frozen ginger. And frozen ginger, see, ginger doesn't keep, if you're going to have it for weeks, it's good to freeze it. But frozen ginger can be grated quite well. Thank you. So we're going to grate the ginger, and ginger is used for joint inflammation. So you use your potato for tissue inflammation, and joint inflammation you use your ginger. Ginger is a very powerful anti-inflammatory herb. And what you want to use is the juice. So there's quite a bit of juice coming out of this frozen ginger. So where you would use this, maybe this is a poultice for a toe that's got gout. Maybe this is for an arthritic finger. So you make the poultice in the same way that I made the potato one. And can you see we've got about a ½ an inch of plastic all the way around it? And let's say a lady has a painful joint here, an arthritic joint. Then you would put it on there and then you bandage it on. Now my suggestion is, if you've got any painful joints and you're going to use ginger, apply it about 6 o'clock in the evening. Because if that joint is inflamed, the skin can get very, very hot. Some people have said, Barbara, my skin's burning. I said, the good news is your skin won't burn. But if you can handle it, sleep with it. And some people say, I can't handle the heat. I said, well, just take it off. Even just being on for half an hour will take some of the inflammation out of the joint. It appears that the ginger pulls the inflammation out of the joint to the skin. Because if there's no inflammation in that joint, it won't get hot. Now, it will not hurt it, but it'll only get hot if there's inflammation in there. So very nice on lower back. If someone's got a sore lower back, they'll often put a hot water bottle on it and it'll bring a little bit of relief. Now, if they've got a sore back, there's usually inflammation there. And if they put a hot water bottle on it, it's not good for the inflammation. It can increase the inflammation. So why does it bring relief? Whenever you're in pain, the muscles cramp. And you put a hot water bottle on your back, it relaxes the cramping muscles. So it brings relief because of that. Now, putting a ginger poultice, if you put a ginger poultice on the lower back, you would make it about the size that I made the potato. So if you put a ginger poultice on your lower back, and what I say is put it on your lower back, and you can tape it on, and often your pants will hold it there, and you lie on your back with your knees in the air, you know, your knee up and your foot down, so that the lower back goes flat. And it presses that against the lower back. Within half an hour, you start to feel the heat. And the heat from the inflamed joint coming out to the skin, that heat relaxes the muscle, and yet it's reducing the inflammation. So it brings a lot of relief. One lady with a sore lower back at our retreat was putting the ginger poultice on. She was so excited about the relief it was bringing. She wanted it in the morning, she wanted it in the afternoon, she wanted it in the evening, and after 2 days her skin started to get a little sore. So what I say is just save it for the evening. Don't do it non-stop. You'll never get sore skin from the gentle grated potato. Your skin might look like a dried, prune, as with William. But because the ginger is pulling that inflammation out to the skin, if you continually do it, the skin can get a little irritated. But if you just keep it for when you need it, maybe of an evening. One lady said that got so hot, but it was an arthritic joint and it felt so good. She said, no, I want to keep it. I want to keep it on all night. Now, with vegetable matter, when you make a poultice out of vegetable matter, once it's used, it needs to be discarded. Whereas your castor oil compress, so I've got there, because it's an oil, it can be used again and again and again. We had a man do our program who was a barrister. He was 38. And he said to me, I've come to the retreat to stop drinking alcohol for a week. He said, don't tell me to stop drinking alcohol, because I'm not going to stop. I'm just here to have a week's rest. I just said, you can't say right, because it's not right. And you can't say, this is terrible, I have no right to say that. So this is where you go, Midweek, right now, Wednesday night, we're doing the poultice lecture. And I did the demo on the grated ginger. He said, I have a little toe that sits up like that. He said, it's my middle little toe. He said, it's been paining me for 18 months. The doctor says it's gout. He said, I don't know what to do about it. He said, I am a barrister. I go to court with my wig and my robes on, and I have to wear slippers. I can't even wear shoes. I said, well, let's put a poultice on it. So this was about the right size for a little toe. We put it on, maybe a little smaller. We taped it on, and whenever I apply a poultice, I always ask the guest if I can pray, and I ask for God's blessing on that poultice. And he went to bed. The next morning, now this man was very quiet, very reserved, and kept to himself. The next morning he's coming down the hill because he was in one of the cabin rooms, and he's yelling out. It was very unusual for this man to do that. And we looked down and he came running up. He said, "It's gone." He said, "My toe is flat and there is no pain." One ginger poultice.
As Barbara O'Neill teaches, chronic inflammation is often fueled by excess glucose in the body, which cancer cells thrive on. Ginger aids in breaking this cycle by promoting insulin sensitivity and helping to regulate blood sugar levels, which ultimately deprives cancer cells of their preferred food source, glucose. Additionally, ginger helps to improve digestion and speed up metabolism, making it an excellent food for weight loss. According to a review in Gastroenterology Research and Practice Journal, ginger helps fight cancer in several ways. It can trigger the death of cancer cells, reduce inflammation that promotes cancer growth, and influence key processes that control cell growth. Ginger also boosts the immune system, helping the body better combat cancer. To get the most out of ginger, Barbara advises incorporating it into your daily routine. You can add fresh ginger to smoothies, teas, or stir-fries for a spicy kick. Another simple way is to steep fresh ginger in hot water to make an anti-inflammatory tea that's both soothing and healing. Ginger can also be used in marinades for meats or roasted vegetables to enhance flavor while boosting your health. By regularly including ginger in your diet, you're taking a crucial step in both fighting cancer and burning fat. Garlic. Next up is garlic, a small but mighty food with significant anti-inflammatory and cancer-fighting benefits. Barbara O'Neill highlights garlic as one of nature's most powerful superfoods, packed with sulfur compounds like allicin, which are responsible for its strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. These compounds have been shown to help destroy cancer cells, particularly those related to the stomach, colon, and breast. Garlic works by reducing inflammation in the body, which is crucial for both cancer prevention and fat loss. Chronic inflammation not only increases the risk of cancer, but also hinders the body's ability to metabolize fat effectively.
A lot of people say to me, "I eat garlic all the time," and that's great. I think we all eat garlic all the time. But if you want to use it as an antibiotic, 4 raw cloves a day. Not everyone can take that, and if you can't take it, maybe you look at an alternative like your olive leaf extract, which is another excellent antibiotic. So what would you do for a baby? For a baby, you could slice up the onion very finely and put it in a little cloth and bind it to the bottom of their feet. And I have done this quite a lot to my little ones, which are not little ones any longer, when they were little, and my daughters do it to their children. So you get a little cloth like this and a couple of slices of very finely sliced garlic, and let's just pretend that my hand is the little foot, and you would bind it to the bottom of the foot, and then you put the bootie on, or if it's a toddler, then you put the shoe and sock on. It takes 1 minute for 1 drop of blood to go around the whole body, and in about 2 minutes you can smell it on their breath. I used to put it on my son James when he was a little bloke. He used to get a bit of bronchial things, and at the end of the day I'd take his shoes and socks off, and those bits of garlic were yellow and dried out like little bits of dried out leather. There was not a drop left in them. The slicing is the best because the juices release little by little. If you were to put slices of garlic straight onto the feet, it would blister the feet, and that's why the cloth, even though the juice comes through the cloth, it acts as a little bit of a protection. But I've met a few mothers that have blistered their babies' feet. One lady said she heard about it, so she grated up the garlic, and she said, "The whole of my baby's foot is 1 blister." I said, "That'll heal, but it's a pity you won't be able to put garlic poultice on for about a week." But that is a very old remedy for whooping cough. What happens? Well, as soon as the garlic juice goes into the bloodstream, the body takes it where it needs it. And if there's a congested chest, it'll take it there, and it actually has the ability to loosen up a congested chest.
According to Barbara, garlic's ability to aid in detoxifying the body ensures that harmful toxins, chemicals, and excess hormones which can contribute to cancer growth, are neutralized and eliminated. This makes garlic not only a cancer-fighting powerhouse but also an essential food for burning fat and supporting overall metabolic health. According to a review published in Frontiers in Pharmacology, garlic is not just a flavorful addition to meals. It also has impressive health benefits, particularly in fighting cancer. The active compounds in garlic, like allicin and diallyl trisulfide, help prevent cancer by stopping the growth and spread of cancer cells. They work by promoting cell death and boosting the immune system. Barbara advises using raw or lightly cooked garlic to retain its health benefits. You can easily add fresh garlic to salads, dressings, and sauces. It also pairs well with vegetables, grains, and lean proteins, like chicken and fish. For an added boost, try making garlic-infused olive oil to drizzle over your meals. By using garlic regularly, you'll be supporting your body's natural defenses against cancer while promoting fat loss.
Garlic is a very powerful antibiotic, but if you want to use it as an antibiotic, you should take 4 cloves a day. That's quite strong. So here's a clove of garlic, and how you can take it when a person's got a bad cold is as a flu bomb. So I'm going to write the recipe for flu bomb up here. So flu bomb. And when you taste it, it'll seem like you've just drunk a bomb. Garlic. Now, someone loves garlic, they might have 2 cloves, but approximately 1 clove. And if I was doing it for a child, I'd use a very tiny little clove, and that's crushed. The next ingredient is ginger, and this is about 1/4 teaspoon, and that's finely chopped. So they're the first 2 ingredients in the flu bomb. The third ingredient is the juice of a lemon. It's usually 1 lemon juice. And the next ingredient is honey, and usually 1 teaspoon. The next ingredient is eucalyptus oil. Or you can use tea tree oil, 1 drop, that's it. And the next ingredient is cayenne pepper. And I'll just leave that one free because for some people it's a light shake. For other people who are very brave, it might be 1/2 teaspoon. So I'll just leave that one up to you.
Turmeric. Turmeric, often referred to as the golden spice, is another powerful anti-inflammatory food that Barbara O'Neill strongly advocates for in the fight against cancer. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound that has been extensively studied for its ability to reduce inflammation and inhibit cancer cell growth. Curcumin not only neutralizes harmful free radicals, but also enhances the body's fat-burning capabilities by improving metabolism. Barbara explains that chronic inflammation creates an environment where cancer cells can thrive, making turmeric a crucial addition to any cancer-preventive diet. Its anti-inflammatory properties also aid in weight loss by reducing insulin resistance and promoting the breakdown of fat cells. Barbara emphasizes that turmeric, like ginger, can help reduce the body's glucose levels, starving cancer cells, and making it an essential part of a diet that eliminates excess glucose for optimal cancer prevention.
We are all so different. We're all a combination of birth, genetics, experiences, and that's why I believe everyone should be their own doctor. There is another herb that you can take on the inside to get inflammation down, and that's turmeric. Turmeric's a very powerful herb internally to get the inflammation down.
How often or how
So,
much?
a teaspoon 3 times a day.
Sure.
If it's the fresh turmeric, you would triple that dose. If it's dried, then you bring it back.
Turmeric's benefits extend to supporting heart health, improving digestion, and protecting against oxidative stress, all of which contribute to overall wellness. According to a review published in Biomedicines, turmeric, particularly its active ingredient curcumin, has shown promise in fighting cancer. Curcumin works by influencing several processes that cancer cells rely on to grow and spread, such as inflammation and cell survival. It may help reduce chronic inflammation, which is linked to cancer development. The review also mentions that curcumin has been tested in clinical trials, both on its own and alongside other cancer treatments, showing potential benefits. Overall, curcumin could be a helpful addition to cancer therapies due to its ability to target multiple aspects of cancer growth. To incorporate turmeric into your diet, Barbara suggests adding it to smoothies, soups, and stews. You can also sprinkle turmeric on roasted vegetables, or mix it with black pepper and olive oil to create a powerful anti-inflammatory dressing. Another popular way to consume turmeric is by making golden milk, a warm beverage made with turmeric, milk, or a dairy alternative, and a pinch of black pepper to enhance its absorption. By including turmeric in your daily routine, you're not only supporting your body's ability to fight cancer, but also aiding in fat loss. Green leafy vegetables. Lastly, we have green leafy vegetables like kale, spinach, and Swiss chard, which Barbara O'Neill praises for their incredible anti-inflammatory and cancer-fighting properties. These vegetables are packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that help reduce inflammation, improve immune function, and protect against cancer.
Vegetables. Vegetables also have an alkaline effect. Now, before I define vegetables, let me just go back to dark green leafy vegetables. Now, this explains why things like green barley, spirulina, wheatgrass, green smoothies have become popular, because they are so alkaline. And as you can see from here, it is an acid environment basically that breeds disease. So we can do a lot to alkaline the tissues of our body by eating more greens. Vegetables. Most vegetables are alkaline forming, but there is a question mark with one group of vegetables. So one group of vegetables, for some people, has an acid effect, and for some people it has an alkaline effect. That's the tomato. It's the nightshade group of vegetables. Capsicum. In 2 weeks I'll be lecturing in America, and I can't say capsicum, I have to say bell pepper. They don't know what a capsicum is. But I think here in New Zealand you call it capsicum, yeah? Sweet pepper. And potato. And I'm not referring to the sweet potato, but in New Zealand you call it kumara, don't you? But in Australia we call it the sweet potato. I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to what's commonly called the Irish potato. These are from the nightshade family. And if someone has an inflammatory condition in their body and they eat these foods, it can accelerate the inflammation. Let me give you the story of a lady and her husband that came to our health retreat. They were in their probably early to mid-70s. And the lady said to me, 2 years ago, we booked ourselves into an aged care facility. She said we were late 60s. She said we're both a bit overweight. She said I had quite a bit of arthritis. My husband had some gout. And our daughter gave us a set of your DVDs. She said we watched them. We learn about exercise, drinking more water, breakfast like a king, lunch like a queen, tea like a pauper. We heard the acid alkaline and about the nightshades, and we thought, we're retired now, we can do what we want. Let's give this a go. She said within 6 months, they'd both lost 10 kilos. She said the pain from her arthritis had gone. She was off all her medication. Even the joints were going back to normal. Did everyone hear that? The joints in a lady in her late 60s are going back to normal. She said, we booked out of aged care. She said, we bought a big van and a car and we decided to travel Australia. And they got to mid-east coast, came into our health retreat, which is about an hour off the highway, and spent a week with us doing our health program. You could not wipe the smile off this lady's face. She said, I'm early 70s now. She said, I feel better now than I felt in my 40s. How many people don't realize how good they could feel? Life should be good. Right up till the day we die.
And there is a formula. She said to me, I haven't eaten any of these foods for over a year now. She said, do you think I could start eating them? I said, give it a try. Who will tell her? Her body will tell her. How will her body tell her? Well, some people say as soon as they eat some of those foods, the joints start aching. One lady said, well, my joints don't ache straight away, but it repeats on me. So there are different ways that it may speak to you.
Green leafy vegetables are high in fiber, which aids in digestion and helps regulate blood sugar levels, both of which are important for fat loss and overall health. According to Barbara, these vegetables are particularly effective because they contain phytonutrients and enzymes that support the body's natural detoxification processes. They help neutralize toxins and eliminate them before they can cause cellular damage or cancer development. Additionally, the fiber found in green leafy vegetables works to regulate glucose levels, ensuring that cancer cells are starved of the sugar they need to grow. Research from the American Institute for Cancer Research shows that dark green leafy vegetables like kale contain carotenoids, which are antioxidants that help protect the body by stopping free radicals from damaging DNA, a process that can lead to cancer. Kale is also rich in vitamin C, another powerful antioxidant, which helps prevent the formation of cancer-causing substances in the body. After reviewing scientific studies, the American Institute for Cancer Research found that foods high in dietary fiber, like leafy greens, probably reduce the risk of colorectal cancer and help prevent weight gain, which is important because excess body fat increases the risk of at least 12 different cancers. Additionally, eating non-starchy vegetables and fruits may lower the risk of cancers in the mouth, throat, esophagus, and lungs. Barbara recommends incorporating a variety of green leafy vegetables into your diet daily. You can add them to salads, smoothies, or stir-fries for a nutrient boost.
When it comes to food, Barbara, you mentioned the simple food. What about, I hear this a lot about the food combinations, especially if you have feeble stomach, don't mix fruits and vegetables together. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, if you don't have a feeble stomach and you keep combining the fruits and vegetables, it soon will be feeble. Why? Why? Let me tell you why. Fruit is very high in sugar. It's high in fiber and it's low in minerals, whereas the vegetables are high in fiber, they're high in minerals and low in sugars. And so they don't mix very well together in the stomach. Now, there is a class of fruit that is what we call the savory fruit. So even though they've got the classification of fruit, which is the seed in the article, they are savory fruits. So we look at them that they can go either way. So that's the tomato, the avocado, the lemon, the eggplant, zucchini, cucumber, squash, or pumpkin and aubergine. And so that class of vegetables really can go either way. Now, it's not the odd day you do it or the odd day you don't. It's really what you do every day that determines it. So sometimes after a main meal, we'll have an apple pie, my husband's favorite, after a vegetable meal. But that doesn't happen every day. In fact, I'm traveling at the moment. It's not happening at all at the moment. So it's not the odd day you might mix a few together, but it's basically what you do every day that determines it.
Another simple way to enjoy their benefits is by lightly steaming them and drizzling them with olive oil and lemon juice. Green leafy vegetables can also be blended into soups or used as a base for wraps. By regularly including these vegetables in your meals, you're giving your body the nutrients it needs to fight inflammation, prevent cancer, and burn fat. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more health tips from Barbara O'Neill. If you have any questions or experiences with these foods, share them in the comments below. Stay tuned for more life-changing information on cancer